Hi, friends, and welcome to another empowering episode of Elevate with Erica. I am your host, Erica. I should know better than to be trying to record this episode in my sunroom right now. But honestly, in the season I'm in, I'm just like working from only spaces that bring me joy. And right now, that is like this room makes me feel like I'm sitting outside. I can hear a water fountain, I can hear the birds, I can hear all of nature. But it is bike week in this beach town. And so we also hear motorcycles basically any hour of the day. And so if you hear that going on in the background, it's just a loud biker going by. So anyway, today I want to speak on a topic that I know will resonate with most of us. Navigating tough seasons of life and adapting our goals when circumstances take an unexpected turn. So, life has this funny way of surprising us, doesn't it? We make plans, set goals, and envision our course, thinking we've got it all figured out. And then, bam, life takes a sharp turn. And all of a sudden, it feels like the vision that you had just goes blank. A blank canvas, nothing. And I'm in this transition where I feel stuck, and maybe you can relate to this. It's like I can't change my circumstances because some other things need to happen first. And so I'm kind of in this waiting period that feels dark and confusing. And I can only compare it to the feeling of being lost. And it's in these moments that it feels easier to just quit on where I was headed. But today, I want to remind you that if you find yourself in this space too, that you still hold the pen and your story isn't over. So let's talk about how to embrace the plot twist and not let it be the ending. It's important to understand that life just doesn't always go as planned, does it? And I may be in the darkest space I've ever been in, but it's not the first time things didn't go as planned in my life. I know that we all have our own stories. The dreams we had, the path we envisioned, sometimes it all changes. The people we thought we'd spend our life with, the place we thought we'd call home, it can all shift in an instant. And that's what's happened for me. But remember, the heart of our dreams doesn't have to fade away with those changes. In times like these, when uncertainty clouds our future, it's so important to reassess our goals and be willing to shift our focus to align with our new reality. Because this is about survival for me now. This is about you thriving through the temporary, not making permanent decisions based on temporary conditions. And I think we also often forget that just as quickly life can take a turn for the worse, it can also take a turn for the better. I'm currently living through a major life shift myself, as I've alluded to in the past couple episodes here with you. Circumstances have completely changed what I thought my future would look like. And while I used to be able to set 3-year goals and work hard as hell on them today, in this moment, in this season, I found that I'm not able to do that. What my life will look like in 3 years is so incredibly uncertain right now that it's so hard for me to base today's actions on something I can't even wrap my mind around, like the important details of who will be with me and what my surroundings will be like. They're just all washed out. They're not even blurry. They're just gone. I had goals for a life with someone that will no longer be in my life, but I refuse to let this derail my dreams. And instead, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to redefine and refine my goals. Yes, the picture might look different for you now, but the essence of what you wanted, isn't it still there? The heart of your dreams is still there. It's like editing a novel. Sometimes you need to rewrite a chapter so that you can stay true to the story. And you, my friend, are the author of this story. So let's talk about motivation. Now, I've said this before. I don't believe that we need motivation. What we need is to learn to take action without motivation. And that is exactly what I've been doing for the last 7 weeks. I've been just going through the motions, but I haven't felt that excitement for life that I had. And I realized yesterday why that is. Because yes, you don't need motivation, but motivation does add some energy and fire to the action that you take when you do have it, right? I like that fire in action. And I was trying to get excited for the actions I was taking using the things that motivated me before all of this happened. And it just didn't work. I couldn't figure it out. It's natural for our motivations to shift in the face of life's challenges. The driving force behind our goals can change based on the circumstances that we find ourselves in. When life takes a tough turn like this, like the one I'm in, like the one you may have or will find yourself in, it's time for us to tap into a different kind of strength. Like you might have started with the motivation to build a life with a partner, but when that changes, it could shift to building a life of independence and self-discovery, and that is okay. When I think about that, I actually feel the goosebumps. That actually gets me excited again. I feel that fire again today because of that aha moment that I had yesterday. Finally, I realized I needed to shift my motivating factors and shift the path to my goals. A lot of people give up when faced with adversity, and that is a sad reality. Whether it's a health goal or improving your relationships or starting a business or achieving something else entirely, people often throw in the towel when they get faced with an unexpected challenge. But here's the truth. You don't have to be one of them. You can choose to keep writing your story, adjust your goals, shift your focus, and make this chapter a plot twist, not the conclusion. Your dreams are still very much attainable. They just might look a little bit different now, or a lot of bit different. But no matter how dark the season, remember that there's room for you to rise, and it takes faith and the belief that success is still possible, even if it looks different than you initially imagined. That's the secret. Believing before you see it. Believing in yourself and your capacity to adapt and thrive in the face of this challenge. This is all part of your unique story. I don't want you to let this tough chapter define the book of your life. You have the power to choose how you respond to life's challenges. Your future is bright, my friend. Believe it, because I do too. That's a wrap for today's episode of Elevate with Erica. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, no matter the season, no matter the circumstances, there is always room for your dreams. Stay strong, stay empowered, and keep writing your incredible story. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend, share it on your social media, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a rating and review. Remember, you have the power to adapt, shift your focus, and keep working towards your dreams, even when life throws you a curveball. Keep believing, keep striving, and keep freaking elevating. You've got this. Until next episode.